All right, here we are.
Here we are.
You are live.
Hold on. Should we do this? There you go.
Yeah, it's kind of weird.
It's always weird having your floating head in the corner of yours.
There's that, but then we've just been doing it this way for so long. There's the whole like I'm sleeping on the wrong side of the bed thing. You know, it's fine if you have to, but I'd rather be over there.
Yeah, it's funny.
Anyway,
how was the weekend?
Yeah, pretty good. Stayed out of trouble. We had kind of a couple of weeks there, so like maybe literally, she's very into solving puzzles, doing jigsaw puzzles because that's her job, right?
Sure.
Just trying to solve puzzles. So she does that for fun when she's not at work. But so I think it was maybe Christmas, maybe Valentine's Day. Walker and I got her a big 1,000-piece puzzle. It almost doesn't even matter what it is, right?
Right.
She has her favorites, but so it's just a big New Yorker cover we thought she'd like.
Nice.
And so she did that for 2 days straight. And Sunday was great because I didn't think she was going to do that all day Sunday too. But she's just like, I can't. I just got to sit here and solve
Finish this. Yeah.
I'm like, that's cool. Do you mind if I watch Daredevil? Because the finale.
I saw the picture. Yeah.
The finale's on Tuesday, and I'm on episode 4.
Yeah, so I need to play a little catch up.
So that was bananas fun because even Mimi liked it, right? Because she's doing a puzzle, and so she could listen to it, and that was about the level that she cared at. And then when something cool happened, I'd be like, "Hey, pick your head up," and she go, "Oh yeah, that is cool," and then go back to what she was doing for like 7 hours.
So I was going to say, you watched. I'm trying to think of how many episodes you cleaned through.
The rest of them. We started 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I think like 5 of them, right? 5 or 6.
That's awesome.
I don't know, but it was super. It was like the old days,
Yeah, you just watch until your eyes bleed.
You don't have any other stuff to do, So it's like, I remember one time we watched some weird Peter Weller movie while we stapled the 3,500 copies of the Astronauts in Trouble mini comic.
Okay,
that was pretty fun.
Trying to think of what year that would be. Maybe you watched Screamers or something.
It was 90. It would have been 97 or 98, right?
It could be that.
The end of it was he was having a trouble with his wife, and they both decided that they were going to kill themselves, and they took pills and laid down together on the bed, and it like just keeps going on, and you're like, it's fucking bleak. And then they both open their eyes and go, "Oh, I thought you were going to kill yourself." And she was like, "Oh, I thought you were going to kill yourself." And they were like, "Well, that was rough. We better just go our separate ways." And they did.
Huh.
And I was just like, it's the weirdest fucking ass movie ever.
I don't think I know what that is. I got to figure out what I'm going to have to.
Yeah.
Hold on,
somewhere between 96 and 98.
Interesting. Yeah, I don't know that one.
Anyway. We've been watching Ponies. That's really good.
It sounds familiar. What is that?
It's Persons of No Interest. And it's basically like sort of a like TV Mission Impossible.
That's pretty sick.
Sort of Man from U.N.C.L.E. thing, except starring 2 women.
Oh, okay. That's interesting.
It's Emilia Clarke and actress I was unfamiliar with named Haley Lou Richardson, who's now one of my favorite actresses. She's just crushing this show. And it's basically their husbands were CIA agents.
Okay.
And they get moved to Moscow, and their husbands die, get killed in a mission that's gone wrong on Christmas Eve. They've only been there for like a month or two, and so they're like devastated. One of them's devastated. The other one kind of mildly doesn't care, which is really interesting. And but they decide like, hey man, like I have to. One of the Emilia Clarke characters, like I have to. I'm staying in Russia to find out what happened to my husband, because she thinks he's Captain America, and it's much more nuanced than that.
That's kind of cool. It sounds awesome.
The first season is only 6 episodes. No, 8 episodes, and it's just bananas good, because the 2 episodes are a unit. 2 episodes, they're not like different. things, but it's like the 8 episodes take place over a year. So the first 2 are like January of 77. The next 2 are like March.
That's cool.
I think they're up to March. I don't know. I'm waiting for Star Wars to come out, right? and
right.
And the end of the season happened before that. So I think they're like in April or just super early May of 77 when all this happens. And man, if anything needed a second season, it's this.
Oh, interesting.
It is like everything is completely different 8 episodes later than when you start. It's highest recommendation, man.
Oh, that's cool. I'm wondering if it just premiered.
Yeah,
in January.
January,
so
yeah.
Does it even? Let me see. Does it
all of my no? I just looked yesterday. It hasn't been.
It's Peacock. Okay.
Yeah, but like my old college buddy Rob and a couple other like EJ Fettis, a couple other guys were like,
they all recommend it.
Dude, you have to watch Ponies. So by the time Rob says it, who's just like a regular Joe, he's not like as plugged in, but he's like, dude, you're gonna fucking love this. Go watch it. So I said to Mimi, I'm like, this should be an easy sell, but I don't know where you are and like what you, but fucking Girl Spies starring the dragon lady from Game of Thrones. And she goes, put the first one on. And then when the second one came out, she's like, oh, she's looking at the clock. We don't have time for a third one, do we? Like that's how good it was.
That's cool. That's cool.
So yeah, I'm an easy sell. Like
you're
spy shit in the 70s. Like
you're a consumer of most of this. So
it's really top notch though about the period piece stuff. Like the clothes are perfect, the cars are perfect, and most of it takes place in Moscow. So it's all period piece plus the Russian stuff. So all the cars look right, but I'm unfamiliar with them. But it's like the Ford waffle iron and the Chevy, like we don't care, and then there's weird character bits like that guy drives a Mercedes, but it's like the old one, but it's from the 50s, so people are kind of like, that is kind of a cool car. It survived this long. Stuff like that. It's just like it's super fun.
Yeah, I'm trying to see who created the show.
It's a couple of women, a woman and a man. I've never heard of them, and I'm gonna just look at their careers now because it's just fucking excellent.
Huh? Yeah, interesting. Well, the one guy's from Freehold, New Jersey. That's interesting. That's crazy. He worked on Mad Men, and he wrote for Saturday Night Live for a little bit. That's interesting.
That really makes sense. The Mad Men Saturday Night Live thing. Because that's its tone.
Oh, interesting.
It's dead serious until it's not, and something ridiculous happens.
That's cool. Yeah.
But it's all in service of, everybody's wearing the right tie and everybody's talking to the right people and saying the right things until something goes wrong, and that's where the Mission Impossible thing comes in. It's not a direct correlation, but there's some point when they're pulling a trick or something that it all goes wrong.
Huh.
And they have to plan on the sly and change it. Like one of the funniest things is that the infrastructure of Russia is like its worst enemy. So like there's a thing where somebody leans against an old rusted bridge and just falls into the water and dies. And like you're like, wait, did that just happen? Like
that's kind
of the person that's talking to him is like, well, our plans are fucking out the window now because But then funny. She's got a U.S. Fake passport to the U.S. on her, so they have to go get her, and it's all just fucking hilarious because it's women who haven't been trained, right?
Yeah.
But one of the things that comes out clear as day is that women basically have been trained to be CIA level spies just because men are fuckheads. You know what I mean? And they're not overt about it, but one of the characters was crazy in love with her husband who lied about every aspect of his life.
That's the one who thinks he's Captain America?
Yeah.
That's okay.
And then the other one who was kind of like just married her husband to get out of Indiana is sort of like, she's as skeevy as her husband was. You know what I mean? So like she didn't ask any questions and he didn't offer anything. And it was just it wasn't a marriage of convenience, but they it was a marriage of comfortability, you know.
It was like agreement. It was
they both got to where like we're both getting enough out of this that we're both happy, but to the outside people, it's like looks like where are they?
Why are you guys even together? Exactly.
Because the Haley Lou Richardson woman is basically playing Natasha Lyonne from Poker Face.
Oh, interesting.
You know, and she dresses like her, and it's great. She's got kind of that hair. She's a little sassier, but it's not 1-to-1, but it's like that kind of girl, you know, like sort of hippie wastrel kind of chick that like is ready for anything. And then her husband's just kind of like got this goofy afro and a porn star mustache, and kind of doesn't really like pay attention to her, but there's nothing to pay attention to. Yeah, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Until everybody gets killed, and she's like, you know?
Do they do flashbacks to the husband? Like, are the husbands in it?
Yes.
Or okay.
But not like Paradise was doing it. That like James Marsden gets killed in the first episode, but is in 20 minutes of every episode after.
Right.
It's more like to
explain like the scenario a little bit, like
to
the sleuthing.
Slowly, when they uncover a clue, they present it as a flashback, so they slowly discover what's going on.
Okay, that's kind of cool. I gotta maybe is it? It's not like it's not like raunchy or dirty language or anything like that, is it?
Well, you can't watch it with the girls.
Okay, there you go.
Because there's some sexy time stuff.
Okay,
like I wouldn't have watched it with Walker. He would have been fine, but I would have been uncomfortable. Right?
Got it.
That's the level of stuff.
Okay,
because there's a lot of Russian honeypot stuff going on, you know, and near the end, that's one of the things that crushes the wife. Like, because one of the things is Chris is boning somebody for a mission.
Sure.
And she didn't realize he was that level of guy.
Got it.
And so there's stuff like that going on, you know.
Okay, interesting.
That's super nuanced, and like I wouldn't have wanted to explain all of that to Walker. It's like, okay, those people are having sex. I get that. Right. 10 or 11 years old. Right. But like, why is everybody sad about it? That's not my information, you know.
Right. I get that.
I wouldn't want to explain it.
No, that makes total sense. No, I was more of Marlo really loves like spy stuff, not spy stuff, but like mysteries and sleuthing. Like, she's watching Castle.
Okay, cool. Right on.
Yeah. So she's watching a lot of Castle right now, and she watches all of those.
Is a little more adult.
Yeah, she watched like, was that Thursday Murder Mystery Club and all the Knives Out. She watches all that stuff.
Oh, so you know what we call those in our house? Cozy mysteries.
Oh, so yeah, she loves those.
I could totally recommend, if she hasn't seen this yet, that show High Potential.
Oh, she watched it. Yeah,
because we used to like Castle, and then we found High Potential was like filled the Castle ecological niche in our life. Yeah. You know?
Oh yeah.
We were like, hey, let's check this out. And I was like, what? The girl from Sunny basically doing Castle? This is great.
Yeah, so she's watching all of Castle now, but she watched all the High Potential that was available to her. Yeah, I've shown her everything I can think of. So
is this Margot, you said, right?
Marlo.
Marlo.
Yeah.
She reads books, right?
Yeah.
Oh, tell her I'm going to tell you, if you don't mind, I'm going to send her 3 Richard Castle books.
Oh, okay.
Because I read them and they're just sitting on my shelf. I'm never.
She'll read them. Yeah,
but if she wants them just to collect, right? These are real Richard Castle books, man.
No, she would definitely read them. She loves that stuff. So
right on.
But yeah,
I just made a box for Randall, so I'll make one for her too.
Oh, nice. What's being sent to Mr. Randall?
On Friday we chatted. Not Friday. Tuesday? When fucking Wednesday? Whenever we talk.
Bullet, right?
When we were chatting about Bullet, for some reason, my loose cannon collection came up.
Oh, nice.
And I was telling him that I was getting ready for the San Diego, and I'm pretty much done with the secret book. And I'm going to do the cover. I'm second printing of the Shield book.
I remember you saying that, yeah.
Redo the cover a bit to add Eric's sister.
EJ and...
EJ and Eric's sister, yeah. I mean...
a brother.
Eric's... No,
Eric.
Yeah, Eric. I guess I should have said Adrian's brother.
Yeah,
but that's not as funny.
Yeah, it doesn't make sense. I get the joke. That's why it's even better.
So that's no problem at all.
Nice.
So, yeah. Books.
Um,
Books for kids.
So what's do you hear all the rumblings today about the Star Wars stuff, about how they're gonna non-canonize all the post, like the new trilogy stuff? Did you hear that?
I did not, but I'm not surprised
Like they're
because
like, it's just gonna, they're like, everything that's kind of come, they're like, yeah, no, we're going back to the original trilogy stuff.
I did see that they did that with the theme parks, right?
Yeah, they've kind of started to shimmy that way.
They announced that Luke, Leia, and Han are in, and what's his name,
Like,
Kylo Ren, and all that nonsense is out. And all I heard was people shitting on this fucking 22-year-old kid who's Han Solo. He's just got a job, right?
Right.
And they're like, he sucks, and I'm like, what the fuck is the matter with you? That costume, his belt, his gun, everything looks perfect. And your big ding against this guy is he doesn't look exactly like Harrison Ford.
Right.
You know that never happens, right?
Right.
Like,
you've seen
the
every
girl doesn't look like Princess Leia.
Right.
The other, like, what the? But everybody is like, no, Han has to be perfect. Fuck that Solo movie, and I'm like, man, there's a fucking full-scale Millennium Falcon at a theme park.
No, exactly.
Like,
multiple,
man.
right? Yeah, I know it. People are just, I don't know, man.
So that's what I heard. But if Lucasfilm is doing that,
yeah.
nice
So what
job.
I'm trying to think of how it was announced, how I read it. It was something along the lines of where was it? I'm trying to see if I can find the article that I read.
Just think of how many times everyone has seen just Star Wars, Empire, and Jedi, right? Just those three movies. And you don't hear maybe people like younger kids, like Walker's seen 1, 2, and 3 like 10 times each. I haven't, but that's a thing, right? People like those. But I don't hear anybody going, oh, I can't. I rewatched fucking like Rise of Skywalker.
Force Awakens.
Or the bit where he's drinking the blue milk out of the.
Well, I've seen that part because I think that's hysterical. But I
mean, you're not gonna like pick up the whole movie just to catch that, right?
No, yeah.
So give us Luke, Leia. I don't need Skywalker stories every 5 seconds, but like, you know, the Mandalorian's perfect, and so just do that back in the day where Dash Rendar's belly aching about Darth Vader, who's over there, but you never see him because just do that. Just make more Star Wars.
Yeah, I you know, it's why The Mandalorian worked so well, because it was like, oh, I kind of know where this takes place, and you're introducing me to a new character, but and new characters, but it's set like, you watch this takes place right here. Yeah. Like, oh, okay, I can do that. It's when it's 50 years later, and it's these people, and it's all like, it's like you lose people's attention too quickly with that. But that's why I thought The Mandalorian worked so well, and that's why The Mandalorian just kept on going. It kept on getting better and better and better. And then I actually just think, sadly, I think this movie's coming out too late. Is really, I think it. I mean,
you know, everybody's got something to say before the movie comes out.
Sure.
So this is the one where I'm just going to sit and wait and see what happens.
Mm-hmm.
Because you're right. The common thinking is, I would have liked this about 10 years ago.
Right.
You know, but that's what I think is going to surprise everybody for word of mouth. I
agree.
That Filoni and Johnny Favs, like, The Mandalorian is them playing with their action figures with them when they're 10.
Yes.
Now, and when guys like you and me watch it, we're watching a fucking theatrical level Star Wars on our television, which is what we wanted when we were 10.
Yes.
So, like, it's so perfect. That's the thing that JJ and his boys kind of missed about the last 3 movies, is that they were just moving their $200 Star Wars chess pieces around, and they forgot to add in all the fun.
Yes. It's 1,000% right. It's Favreau and them.
1,000%.
Well, no, because we've said this before. It's basically them playing with their action figures. They're like, wouldn't it be cool if, like, everyone had a Jabba the Hutt figure, but no one ever did anything with it. Do something with the Jabba the Hutt figure.
Yeah.
I used to have him fight in the pit. Oh, hey, have him fight in a pit. Like, yeah.
I mean, the action figure thing was when the Mando when Boba Fett in Book of Boba Fett has that giant outside fight with a Rancor that's running over buildings.
Yeah.
And the scooter guys are running around going pew pew. Like, that's exactly what everybody did with their characters.
1,000%.
And I'm glad that he put it on film, because that was a joy to watch.
I'm sure that he has footage of him doing that with his toys that they probably referenced.
Wouldn't that be cool? He did like a shot for shot to show his wife. Hey, I've been making you look at this grainy clip forever. Hey, look what I did at work today.
I'm really just
I would
interested.
do that if I was
I'm interested because I don't know if it. I'm assuming they have to do a sequel to it automatically. But I'm wondering what
the movie.
Yeah.
But
I'm wondering what type of money it needs to make in order for it to just get announced in like the week or two after. Do you know what I mean?
I do. I'm not sure. There's some upheaval with the internal stuff. Isn't Kathleen Kennedy retiring? And
yes.
So I'm less interested now, because you know that they're going to do. You don't know it, but like, entertainment is so complex now. There's that thing where there's always a creative lead and a business lead.
Yes.
And so Feige's doing that with him and Louis Esposito Jr. And then there's Gunn and Safran, right?
Right.
So it's going to be Johnny Favs and Filoni.
Yeah, I hope so.
Definitely Filoni for creative, and they might bring in somebody that we can't predict for business, and that's fine. But I think that I'm not following this has to do well, because Filoni's he's
going to maintain creative control either way.
Yeah, it's not going to be solely economically driven that there's the next one, because he knows there's ways to do Empire that makes Grogu much better, whatever they end up calling the second one.
Right.
Because it's fucking baked into the concept, right? Here's the cool thing that gets everybody, and then here's the dark one.
Right.
And they tried doing that with Last Jedi. And I argue that totally worked. That's the best movie of the last 30 years in Star Wars.
Oh, I think I like that one.
Then they weaseled out at the end. They didn't take it to the next logical conclusion. It's like, you have to do Star Wars, Empire, and Jedi. We did it for you. Right. There's the fucking roadmap. So do Star Wars, Empire, and Jedi.
Oh, here you go.
Oh, okay. Thanks, Chris. Oh, sorry.
No, you're good. You're good.
I always do that too.
We do the same thing.
Yeah. Thanks, Chris. So can you tell us about that? I didn't hear any of this. Lin-Wen Brennan is the new co-president. Who's the other co-president, though? Is it Dave? Did I just miss all of that?
She was co-president at Lucasfilms.
Okay.
All right, so that makes sense.
With Kathleen Kennedy?
I don't know.
Who's the other president?
Let's see.
With Filoni. Are they doing that now then? She's whatever. That's cool. If it's somebody internal with business, I'm good. Thank you, Chris.
That's awesome.
Also, remind me so Steve hears, Chris, that I awarded you some award and I forgot what it was.
Oh, the award for being here most.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
What did I call it? I thought I called it something funny. Whatever.
The Chris, I don't know, something like
that.
I think we talked about it last time, so that's funny.
I'll go. Yeah, I forgot which one I talked about. I thought it was with my old college roommate, and I watched that whole one again. I listened to it, and I was like, man, you can tell the difference between somebody I've known for 20 years and somebody I've known for 40.
Yeah.
I mean, we had fun, but that was like a seamless one. I was like, wow. I sometimes get a little spastic, a little super excited, a little like my energy is so excited I like wildly interrupt people. I know you know about that one.
Sure, but
I know. I mean, it's just annoying, but hopefully everybody goes, "Oh, that's just Larry." But yeah, old Rob, I would just be like, "Oh yeah, I remember this story," and I would just kind of like zone out. But listening to it makes for a much chiller experience. So I got to get him on again. Make him talk about his poetry or something.
I like it. I like it. Schedule it. Just get it in the books.
What's going on with you? Well, no, it made me think I need to talk to everybody, right? Like we did a great one with Chris one time, and Hector, we did one, and I had a blast interviewing Nancy Sen because she had just opened for fucking Paul Reiser.
I remember you telling me. Yeah.
So like, I know some interesting cats, so we should, and you do too.
Yeah, I should dig into the crates and see if I have someone that would want to jump on here. That the problem is
Rodney doesn't want to, does he?
Well, I could ask him. He probably
wants
would.
To rap. We're just talking, and he can tell us to fuck off if we go. No, Rodney, you must tell us about what you're working on. He's like, I don't know. Yeah. It's a building.
Yeah, no, exactly.
Something big is breaking the glass in this building I'm working on.
Yeah, exactly. You're like, oh, so you're working on the rotating world in The Mandalorian for the past year. Oh, okay. Yeah. It's like, that's cool.
Right. It's always something like that. Yeah, the buckles on the boots of this Mandalorian, man. Or you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's always he's it's funny, but I actually I told you he's won 2 Emmys, right? Did I ever tell you that?
I mean, I assume.
Yeah.
So nice job, Rodney.
Yeah. And I think I don't know what one is for, but he works a lot on the Percy Jackson stuff. So that's which I think from like a technical standpoint wins like a ton of stuff because they're like pushing the envelope with a lot of what they're doing in that show. But I should bother him. I haven't bothered him in a couple days, so I'll see what he thinks.
Do you want to tell the kids listening, like real quick, he's just what he is?
Yeah, he works at Lucas. I don't know. He's just like he's like a super developer, super engineer. He I don't know. He
works with the tools for Mr. George.
Yes. He's worked on like stagecraft, I think since it's like basic conception. Or at least for a very long time.
That's cool.
And he writes a lot of the code that makes it work and a lot of the stuff that he's pretty impressive. He would probably explain it way better than I could possibly ever. So
I have a feeling he might get bored talking to us.
He'd probably get bored talking about that because he wouldn't think it's entertaining.
We'd be like, hey, Chris Farley with
exactly.
With what's his name?
Paul McCartney.
Paul McCartney.
Yeah. Do you remember when you were in the Beatles? Exactly. Do you remember when you worked on Mandalorian? Hey,
Rodney, remember when you did that thing and the helicopter? Yeah, that was awesome.
Yeah. It would kind of be like that. It's kind of like that when I ask him about stuff. My thing is I always ask him what was the code name, and he's like, I don't even think I don't think he gets code names. I think he gets like numbers. He doesn't even. Really? Yeah, it's like weird.
That's stuff. The code.
But Project I'm trying to think of what the old what was the Star Wars one?
Blue Harvest.
Yeah, exactly. Like no Blue Harvest. I think he has an office now at the campus.
That's cool.
Yeah. So that he has to go.
Well, Rodney, come on. How come we're not eating lunch with you and looking out
we
Starfleet Academy?
Well, now the store at the Presidio is public. Anyone can go. So the exclusivity of it is kind of
I was wearing my Skywalker Ranch shirt. And Steve Sansweet's Obi-Wan I wore today because it's May the 4th.
Yeah.
Like I'm not putting my X-Wing stuff on or anything just to go deliver Mimi her lunch and her back, right? But I had to do a little something. Yeah. And then I realized, where that Starbucks used to be over by that's now just a fucking shop for the tourists. Yeah. Which I think is an excellent idea on their part.
100%.
But B, like you said, is like, hey, I used to know a guy.
Someone had to invite you. Yeah.
I got some coffee at Java the Hutt one time,
Yes.
I have to sign NDAs every time I walk in there, and now it's just like, just fucking go buy your giant scap. Who cares?
Well, it was interesting because back in the day, Rodney would always tell me, he goes, oh yeah, they have all like the crew shirts and hats and jackets and stuff in the store. And I'd always be like, really?
Do they really?
They used to, when it was only.
Oh yeah. No, when it was just No, I know. I knew that. I was like, they do now because
no.
We're gonna go have a side hustle.
Exactly. Just buy him out. No, he's
yeah. You guys got any of them Black Panther VFX stats?
He got 1 year a really nice jacket that I've given that my dad wears. It's like my dad's winter jacket. So
that's there you cool. Go. Yeah, nice job, Roddy. I bet your dad loves that too.
Oh God! And then because my dad came out and he took me and my dad on the tour when it was still like you could. Yeah,
that's awesome.
Yeah, Rodney's the man. So I'll ask him if he wants to jump on. I did have a random question for Chris because I see him here. Are you going to go see the Mortal Kombat 2 this week? I might go matinee it on Friday if I can.
Just Chris or me?
What, are you going to see the new Mortal Kombat? Nah, I didn't think you're a Mortal Kombat.
That's why I was like, are we asking me or for Chris?
Yeah, I think your next big movie is the 22nd, which is
Grogu.
Are you gonna? Is that a Mimi viewing one?
Well, this year's yes, it would be, but this year is particularly nuanced because that's her birthday.
Oh, okay.
And that's when we're picking Walker up from school. So I don't even think we're going to be able to see it that weekend.
Oh man,
because that's a long drive.
Yeah. Oh God. Yeah. Exactly.
And it's all his stuff from this year. So
he's done at the end of May? Oh wow. Okay. Crazy.
Yeah. I think his last final is like the 14th. He's like 3 weeks away from coming home for the summer.
Okay. Wow.
Yeah.
Does he know what he's is he doing? Is he grabbing a job? Is he laying low? Does he know?
Yeah, no. But he has a bunch of plans that haven't firmed up yet.
Okay, cool.
So it's not as bad as all like, no, he doesn't know. No, it's more like 2 of his buddies live in the San Jose area.
Okay.
And so they have a plan that they're going to finish editing a project that they were working on this year.
Okay.
And maybe shoot another one.
Oh, that's awesome.
Because he's the writer, one of them's an editor, and one of them's like a producer director.
That's really cool.
That they have like most of the skeleton crew you need, right?
Yeah, to get it done.
So I'm like, if you guys can't think of anything, like maybe we need a Star Trek thing,
Yeah.
Or like a little funny thing for DORK COURT or something.
That's like, awesome.
Yeah, no, Dad, we're gonna do our own thing.
I'm
like, all right, that's cool.
That's cool. Oh, that's awesome. All right, I didn't realize.
But he's got a bunch of irons in the fire. He got turned down for his. He wanted to get into Parks and Rec for the lifeguard job.
Oh,
but he got to that too late. That they only get those guys seasonally, and so he needed to applied like before Christmas.
Got it.
But yeah, I mean, he's.
All right.
I'm kind of Mimi's more concerned about that. I know he's a sharp kid who wipes his ass and isn't an asshole.
Yeah.
So like, and he doesn't care. He's like, I'll go to a diner and ask him if they need a dishwasher. And I'm like,
yeah,
you will get hired somewhere.
Yeah, he'll find something. I meant more of like, does he? Yeah, do you have something lined up? So that's great. He will find almost anything he wants. So that's cool.
But I mean, honestly, whenever I talk to him lately, it's just like, I can't wait to get home.
Yeah,
like that's what he's looking for.
Yeah, it's the countdown to be away from being on all the time. I get that.
Yeah,
that's cool. All right, well, so the big one on your horizon is the Mandalorian. So that's.
But even I'm not really. I'm just like, I'm gonna go, but I'm not like dying for it. I'm interested in what happens with Spider-Man. And there's some other movie I was really looking forward to. Project Hail Mary really surprised me. I was kind of just like, whatever. And I really like that movie. I mean, I'm not sure I'll buy it. I'm not sure I'm going to go to the theater and see it again, although I should, because it's great, right? I just remember when I went to go see Gravity, I saw it in IMAX and it was great. And I was like, I think this format has ruined this movie for me.
Interesting.
Because it's space and you're in trouble and you get that scope, right?
Yeah.
So when you're watching on TV, even a big TV, it's just kind of not the same.
You kind of lose. Yeah.
You see your living room, you know, but like in IMAX, it's like, oh, George Clooney will be okay. You know?
Yeah. No, I get that. Yeah, I the other one, the one I'm looking forward to is I think they have another Jack Ryan coming out in Prime. I forget what the title was. I should look.
Oh
that
yeah,
one up.
no, that'd be great.
I think it's Krasinski too. So
I hope so.
I think it's this month.
I like
all
those.
This month. Hold on, let me look. Is it Ghost War? I can't remember what the hell it was called. Jack Ryan, Tom Clancy, Jack Ryan, Ghost War. Yeah, Ghost War. That's right. Yeah, I think it's the new. Yep, it was the last one that they filmed. So May 20th. So that's cool.
Yeah, that's coming up. That sounds good.
Is it episodic? Did it say? It doesn't say. Oh no, it's just a full feature. It's a movie, not a.
No, I thought it was a film. Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool, and it has the same cast. So it has Wendell Pierce in it too. So that's cool.
I love he's the Admiral Greer.
Yeah, that's
before he's an admiral.
Yeah, that's the best part.
He has a line in one of them where he's like, "I'm goddamn fucking Jim Greer, motherfucker," and I'm like, "Will you just make that show and call it that?" Like I'm motherfucking Jim Greer, starring Wendell Pierce.
I'm actually just happy that they keep on making that.
Yeah, it's cool. I like it.
They've always been pretty good. So that's one I'm definitely looking forward to. I'm trying to think. This month doesn't really have much. I think it's next month, which is everything just starts bombarding. If I remember right, because what's next month? Next month is well, I kind of don't want to see Supergirl, but that does come out next month.
Yeah, I don't care. I'll see it. Walker's going to want to see it. But I'm not dying for it. And, it might be like Project Hail Mary, where I come out going, I fucking flipped my lid. But I kind of doubt it. Although, who did was Olivia Rodrigo. I didn't know who this woman was up until
the singer?
Saturday, yeah. But I'm sure you do because, she was on the Disney stuff. And
she's on High School.
She's been around for a while.
Yeah.
And that's why I called this one what the only problem is. I'm in a zoo on the Bug People planet because she was on Saturday Night Live this weekend, and she was great. I was like,
well, she's a great actress. She was on.
She was excellent. I was like, where did this girl come from? And then I looked, and it was like, oh, well, that makes sense. She's just been working for her entire life, so she gets how it works.
She was on High School Musical, the show, the play, which was a Disney show about a school that's doing in their school High School Musical.
I remember reading about that because.
And then she started becoming, and then she was a singer, and then before you know it, you snap your fingers, and she's like the most famous singer in the world, and you're like, wait, what happened? This Disney girl, which impressive.
I thought it was cool because she debuted a new song as the musical guest as well on Saturday Night Live.
Oh, did she? That's pretty cool.
That's a whole bunch of wheels lining up for her. That's pretty cool,
Yeah.
Like, there's no way Lauren Michaels would do that if it wasn't going to be useful for the show, right?
Oh, of course.
And so I went looking for this skit she did. It was really funny. It's a song, and she's dressed up like a girl in the early '90s, like that likes Tiffany or something.
Okay.
And the whole song is like, I'm in my room, and I have my disco ball, and I have all this stuff. And they're just spinning around. I'm like, that's really cool. They're like duplicating some girl's bedroom from the 90s. So one of the writers was like, okay, I'm going to make you guys make this because I just want to see my room again or my sister's room or whatever.
That's funny.
And then they get to the end of it and they go, and the only problem is that I'm in a zoo on the Bug People planet. And they pull back.
Zoom out?
Yeah, they zoom out. They have all this like 3D insect bugs,
That's funny.
And then the song keeps going, which is funny. That's just like the first third of it. And by the end of it, I couldn't even tell you what happened because I couldn't see because I was crying.
That's awesome. I saw the one.
He's like, "It's okay, it's okay." And I'm like, "No, you don't get it. This is hilarious."
I saw the one where they did the throw them down the stairs where they were.
Oh my god, yeah, that was great too.
And then they showed how they did that with the practical effects, which I thought was really awesome. That they kind of did a little homage to that, just to show you how they pulled something like that off.
Did you see that as press or did you see that on the show? Because
I didn't. I saw it as press because
yeah.
it was in a. They were talking about effect. I was in some film effects thing, and they were talking about how what a nice nod to like practical effects in a on a show.
It was super elaborate and it looked great live, right? But they did a cool thing that they've been doing lately is that if they pull something like that, when they go to commercial, they do like a little behind the scenes. And this episode was covered in it to the point where Mimi was like, I'm glad they're doing that because you get to enjoy the skit and that's really funny. And you can tell there's something going on that the background is moving because they're just flopping up and down.
Oh, on
a towel, you know? So you get it, but you can't, unless you're paying attention or know how things work, you kind of just are barely not able to figure it out until they pull back. And then, you know, they did a really cool thing. And then they softened it to black and white, but pulled up the contrast. So it was like a little blown out as they're fading out to commercial. That's and both of us were like, wow, somebody was really like, you know what? That was funny. And we're putting a cherry on top.
Well,
it was good. I liked it.
You have to imagine that the directors and even like the props that Saturday Night Live, that like studio had, like, that's like no joke. Like, that's like
do it in a week too.
And that's the other part. Like, you know, to do that is kind of like insanity. So
it's the ones though where they do a specific character on Weekend Update that they invite in to say some joke, right?
Right.
And that's when they blow that out. They're like, oh, let's do 2 cockroaches with 4 arms, you know? And it's like, you not just did one of them, but then you did 2 of them. and they look great. And I'm sure they got destroyed because everything's made out of like paper and fishing wire. It just has to last those 7 minutes where you're doing this with your arms. Look, now there's 2 coming up this way.
Someone worked on it for 4 days for it to go live, and then it's into the garbage dump. So that's funny.
Or you know, or they're
repurpose it
in their warehouse somewhere. Like every once in a while, those bee costume shows up from the 70s.
Oh yeah, what was that? Did I read something recently that they were? It was something about Kevin Nealon. They were asking him about his Hans and Franz suit.
Oh yeah,
and he said that he has his suit in his like home closet, and they were saying how it's probably likely that like Kevin Nealon was talking about how it's probably likely that most of the cast that was on during his time have their costumes from their main.
Because they just took them.
It was easier to just go home in it.
Yeah.
So because they were I think it was, I don't know what it was, but it was also alluding to like, I think the Wayne's World stuff is like, so.
I mean, I get that because there's movies, right?
Yeah. Well, right.
But like, can you imagine? It'd be so easy to sneak out with stuff because after the show, you go to a party till 4 a.m.
Right.
So you just make sure you're wearing what you want. And then you get on the train or take your driver's takes you home or you drive yourself or whatever. But you know, you're wearing that spacesuit, Astronaut Jones.
Right. Like even think back in the day, like Dan Aykroyd just like pulling the Conehead wig off and just putting like it's stuffing it into a pocket. Like someone's gonna find that suit with the Conehead, like the remnants of the rubber head in it somewhere.
The thing about those, every once in a while, the Conehead prosthetic will show up in the movie prop guys that I deal with.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and they're from the movies. Okay. And the stuff from the show never shows up. There's like they keep track of the cue cards. I got it in my head. I just wanted a cue card, just anything. I don't even care. I don't care what it says. I don't care what show it's from. Just a cue card that's from Saturday Night Live. And they're like, well, Wally, the guy who's
they repurpose them, don't they?
Yeah, man, that's the thing. It's oak tag, and they have just you can see them sometimes,
like white
when they go through the back things. There's just stacks of that shit, and I'm like, you better hope nobody leaves a can of Sterno with an open flame because
yeah, exactly.
That's really dried out paper from the 80s. Like that's gonna go up if somebody looks at it fast. But anyway, the guy Wally actually has like a little side hustle going on where he will write anything you want. So like people are like, oh, Jim and Jane are getting married. Happy, you know, but it looks exactly like a Saturday Night Live card.
Okay, that's pretty cool.
I know. I think that's so I'm waiting for Walker to say something hilarious that
you could get, and then
because it's like $75. And
still not bad though.
That's not bad at all. For the guy who worked on Saturday Night Live for 40 years doing the cue cards every day, will write whatever you want on a card and mail it to you.
That's pretty good.
I'm good. If you said 100, I'd say 100. That's
fine. No, that doesn't seem like too crazy of a you know.
It's going to be one of those things where I'm going to wake up one day and go, hey, Wally so-and-so who used to do this died of a heart attack. He was 108 years old. And I'll be like, I didn't get one of those.
Yeah. Well, that's always the biggest joke of all time is we went to a convention, a comic convention, and this is 90s. So like 96, 97, maybe 98. We're at this convention. It's all horror themed. And one of the people that are there, it's Jerry Seinfeld's parents from Seinfeld.
Right.
And I'm telling Mark, I'm like, Mark, at the time, all he ever does is every joke is a Seinfeld joke. It talks about the show constantly. I'm like, you got to get a picture with the Seinfeld parents and just get a picture with them where they're both over your shoulder. You'll have that picture forever, dude. That's the best thing you could ever like, it's perfect. Nah. I'm like, all right, man. I think I even said I would pay for it because I was like, as a fan,
he still didn't do it.
Yeah, and I like as a fan, I think you would want that.
Yeah.
He doesn't do it. The dad dies like a couple months later.
Oh yeah,
and it's like,
was he sad?
It's like he missed out, man.
Yeah, see, I mean, you did that to me with the Shield guys at San Diego,
right?
And I'm like, I don't want to talk to him. The reason it's so fresh in my head is because I just told this to Mimi, who totally got it. She's like the whole thing. She's like, honey, Steve was being nice. He doesn't know. He's like, here's a thing that you should be interested in.
Yeah.
And he doesn't know that you can't talk to those people because then it ruins the whole thing.
I get it.
And it wasn't even the whole cast. It was just Clark Gregg.
Right.
It's like, dude, that you're asking me to not believe in Santa Claus, to just that you're just an actor that's in West Wing and fucking I can't do it.
Listen, if it keeps the magic alive,
it's the dumbest thing ever, though. Right?
No, I get it, though. I get it.
It's just some gymnastics that I have to do. Like, yeah.
I was just thinking of your photo that you would take with him being on the back of your book. But whatever. Hey,
I don't want the real guy in my nonsense, right?
Yeah,
it's
like makes sense.
It's not even that. It's that it just breaks the spell for me personally, right? And I think it's so cool that I can artificially construct that spell for myself again, because come on, man, my whole celebrity circuit breaker thing is just gone. I've met everybody I care about, so that's why I'm like, I don't want to meet Clark Gregg.
Yeah,
because
one.
I still get to be 12.
Yeah, keep one.
You know what I mean?
Listen, exactly. I get it, man. It's that weird thing once you kind of. I completely understand. I think it's kind of the same thing. Like if I ever like bumped into Arnold or something like that, it would be like that would be the moment where it's like. I kind of like it being mystical and that
You'd be
element.
Fine. You go, I really enjoy your work, and then it'll like me when I was a kid. You'd be like, it is very nice to meet you.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
And then you're like, fuck, I just met an old guy.
Yeah, yeah.
This way you'd be like, Dutch, fucking right on. You know what I mean?
Right.
It's not. I don't know.
Well,
it's a weird thing once you get old.
Dude, I get it.
I know Chuck Kirkendall thinks that about me.
Because
he doesn't want to meet me.
Oh, is that what he says?
I just make fun of him. I just say stuff every once in a while so I can clip it out and send it to people. I know you're not watching this 2-hour thing, but I made fun of you for 10 seconds. Enjoy. What else for TV? I've been
it's been a lot of it depends on who gets the television. If it's Harper, it's Grey's Anatomy. She's cranking through 1,000,000 seasons of Grey's Anatomy. If it's Marlowe, it's Castle right now. What was I watching the other day? I was trying to. I've been watching a lot of. I'm trying to watch Fringe again because Mark's been talking a lot about it. So I was like, I should watch that again. So I popped that on. I've been watching a couple episodes here, a couple episodes there. I always watch. I know the finale's tomorrow, so that's one of the ones where it's like, once this is done, then I can go and bulldoze through it. Oh, I was gonna say, why for some reason is Secret Invasion getting lots of love right now in like some of the forums?
Is it?
I missed something.
That. No, not that I've seen. I haven't even seen that, but I'm glad to hear that. Maybe there's, Marvel, man. Whenever something doesn't work, Kevin Feige takes that personally, and then they figure out a way to redeem it. So I think that's what happened. Like Secret Invasion, they had like an idea that didn't come together. And so I was talking to Walker about this, and he goes, yeah, She-Hulk too. And I'm like, well, there's where I mildly disagree, because I think She-Hulk really worked. I think that was exactly the comic book. And so it might not have worked for the audience for whatever reason, but I don't think they should. I think they should give me another season of that, because that was great. Well, I don't think they will, though.
No, because the other one, isn't there like a Vision? The Vision one's supposed to be coming out still too, and like, there's just like these weird like, and again, I think there's like part of me that's like, I think they're doing a little bit of the pivot where it's like they're focusing on the feature films again.
Yeah,
and there was a time where it was like, we can do the feature films and we can do all this television, and the television stuff it doesn't really interrupt with the big picture.
Yeah.
But I think with Feig back in charge, he's more like, no, everything connects. Yeah. And he's one of those where it's like, I need to know how everything connects. And I think he's also doing a little bit like retroactively, where exactly what you're saying. He's like, there's something in Secret Invasion that I need to connect to make this relevant. There's something in this show that I need to make relevant. There's something in, I think they're starting to do that legwork now.
I think you're probably right? Because Doomsday's, it's get out of jail free card for your narrative.
Yes.
You can, if you come up with something clever and people will be like, yes, I love She-Hulk now, or whatever.
Right.
Whatever the latest problem is.
Right. And it kind of gives you like a get out of jail, like you said, a get out of jail free card, because it's like, open a portal, pull this person out of it.
Right.
We're done. Like we've just solved whatever this issue is for this. Oh, hold on. Mall finale was today. Oh, is that the one is that what I was reading about? Is that the one where did it have Luke and all the other characters and Vader and all that stuff in it?
I didn't watch it. It's a cartoon, so I officially don't care. Everybody takes that so personally too. Like, obviously, Clarisse, I'm glad you enjoyed it. Me hating cartoons has nothing to do with your enjoyment of cartoons.
No.
But people do. They're like, they get aggravated.
It was Vader. Okay, I knew someone was in it. So that's interesting.
You should definitely come back, Obi-Wan.
That's I think, and that's 100% Filoni. I think the Maul one. I think that's his baby.
That's felonious.
Yes. Well, but it's only one season. I think it's only one season, so that might be one I have to just speed watch.
The only person I've heard talking about it is Chris, and so, I mean, I'm sure once Walker gets home, I'm gonna be able to get caught up in all the current stuff, but it's really hard for me to go, hey, Mimi, sit down and watch Maul with me, right?
Yeah,
that's not gonna happen.
Yeah, that's more of a ponies, not
yeah. Actually, we've been really digging Friends and Neighbors. Have you seen that?
I've heard that show. That's probably more of a Lauren show.
You'll like it because it's John Hamm,
Oh,
and,
yes. And Olivia Munn. That's the Olivia Munn.
Olivia Munn, and John Hamm plays a big shot financial analyst who gets outmaneuvered by his boss, which is the awesome Corbin Burnson.
Oh, that's cool.
As an old man, he's not like rugged, good-looking guy anymore. He's like craggy motherfucker, which is who you want in charge of like this giant financial thing, right? And so he gets outmaneuvered and blown out because he's just a little too comfortable in his life, and it's easy to trick him. And so they want to get rid of him, and they trick him, and he's going to jail and shit. And so he's like, well, I have nothing left to lose. I'm going to start robbing all these motherfuckers. And one character says, hey, I like what you got here, your suburban James Bond thing going on. I was like, wow, what a perfect description of John Hamm's face. And I'm like, if I was that writer, I'd like to send that guy a bottle of scotch or
suburban
a thing of flowers.
Bond.
I was like, ooh, it's not often that I go, oh, I wish I came up with that, but that was good. And so now it's kind of like this. It's like a Quentin Tarantino movie that was written by Shane Black. If you can kind of figure that tone out. Okay. Because how Shane is like super funny, but is dead serious at the same time.
Oh, 100%.
And then Quentin Tarantino will do the epic mob shit, and so I can't wait to tell Mimi that. I'm like, that's because Walker's a giant Shane Black fan. So it's starting, I keep it to myself, but I would tell him, right? So we start going crazy, and she goes, who's that guy you're talking about? And so we like read her in, like, okay, see this guy with the glasses from Predator? He's the guy that wrote Kiss Kiss Bang Bang. And she's like, what? And we're like, welcome.
Yeah.
Welcome.
And Lethal.
We spent a whole night talking about it.
And Lethal Weapon, by the way.
Everything. We ran through it, man.
Yes.
She just kept going, really?
Yeah.
It was great.
Yeah. Which is why forever to this day I will always love Robert Downey Jr. because for what Shane Black did for Robert Downey Jr., Downey Jr. did for Shane Black.
So what was
because Kiss Kiss Bang Bang is Robert Downey Jr.'s like first like post sleeping in his neighbor's house. After
was it?
It was the first time he got
early days, but
yes.
I thought the first one was something Mel Gibson paid for.
Mel Gibson paid for his rehab. Shane Black was the first one that had like a studio picture that he put him in. So
but it wasn't the rehab. It was Mel paid the insurance bond on that movie.
Oh, is that? It's okay. So that makes sense.
So there's a whole bunch of people that were like, bro, get your life together. Yeah. And he did.
Yeah.
And that's why I will never say anything about that guy. I'm right. Right on.
And then I guess Shane Black had the same kind of not relapse, but problems. And then he was the director of Iron Man 3.
So he was like, yeah, man, come work. I know what you need. Just need some work and come talk to me.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, right on. Well, good job, Bobby Downey.
I gotta watch that Iron Man 3 again. I remember seeing it and I don't remember much about it. Is that the Tim Roth? Not Tim Roth. That's the one with the lockout guy. LA Confidential. Yeah. Yes. Guy Pearce.
Yeah, for a long time I was trying to get that AIM t-shirt, but it was I mean, obviously we could make one instantly and be perfect, right? But it was a San Diego convention thing.
It was, right?
Yeah, and I was like, those should be easier to get than my thing, but whatever. A white t-shirt on a fat old man's no big deal. I don't care. I'm not missing it.
You get Heather Gray. I always get Heather Gray. That's why I always ask for Heather Gray. They always look better.
Yeah. Cream too. Cream. Just that brand new white just doesn't work.
I agree. I generally never wear white like that. So, last thing, because I know we're getting close. Did you see did you see who the odd makers have as the next James Bond? Did you see that?
Is it me?
No, it's some guy named Callum Turner.
Okay. I don't know who it is. You got a pic of him?
I'm gonna try to
I'll look it up real fast. So
I'm trying to think of what show he's in that you would know him from. Eternity?
He's a British guy.
Yes. He was in Masters of the Air.
Oh, he's Newt Scamander's brother in Fantastic Beasts.
Is that who he is? Oh, so he's the one that dies in the beginning.
Yes.
Got it. Anyway.
Oh yeah. Plus, he was in Masters of the Air. That's how I know.
Got it. That's okay.
Masters of the Air was really good.
I've heard good things about that. That's the I can't think of who are the guys.
Seen Band of Brothers?
Yeah. Yep.
It's exactly that, except it's the guys in the South Pacific and the plains. So it's the same tone. It's the same people working on it. It's based on a different book, and they put Austin Butler in it. So Mimi was happy. She watched everyone with us.
I watched that.
Hey, where's that guy?
I just recently saw that. You know that biker movie that he did with Tom Hardy? I can't think of what it was called.
No.
The hell was that Austin Butler? I actually liked it. It wasn't great, but the Bike Riders. Okay. Tom Hardy, he's in it. It was nothing really special, but it was like Harley guys in like it was interesting. It was like a motorcycle gang movie.
Those two guys, I'm sure it was great.
Yeah, they were great. Norman Reedus is in it. A handful of people are just show up in it, but it was interesting. I like those biker ones like that. They're always fun to watch.
I saw Caught Stealing with that Austin Butler guy.
Oh yeah. How was that?
It was excellent, and it was a nothing fluffy little movie, but that guy elevates it.
Oh yeah, he's a good actor.
He's not is he only a good actor, but he totally he's like a Harrison Ford guy, where he sells the action, but he sells the like super emotional moments too. And I was just like, all right, I kind of see why you like him, because this guy just got beat up by some Russian, guys in a mistaken identity thing because of somebody he knows, because that's what happens in the beginning of movies.
Yeah.
And like, he's fucking giving you some like incredible exposition and with nuanced emotional things and story beats and shit covered in fucking prosthetics that make his head look all puffy and beat up.
Well, then
blood,
you should. Yeah, you got to tell Mimi to watch.
This is great.
Tell Mimi to watch Bike Riders.
Yeah,
because it's another one where he gets like the crap beat out of him
all the time.
But he's like a tough guy, but he gets he's solid. It's solid acting for him.
Nice.
So the Caught Stealing, that's what's his name? Aronofsky. So what's the hook of the movie? Like, what's the big?
He's a I don't know if it's a high school or college baseball phenom.
Okay.
Who at the end of a game goes off in his fast car with his best friend and wraps it around a pole, killing his best friend. So, and not being able to be a professional baseball player. So he ends up being, this kind of fuck up and runs across he's doing the right thing, but like he can't get anywhere because
everyone remembers
you're the guy who killed his best friend and is not a baseball player now.
Right.
And so through shenanigans in the first 10 minutes, he runs afoul of the Russian mob and has to fix that. And it's really entertaining movie.
That's cool. Yeah, I wanted to see it. I don't know how I must have just.
I would recommend it to anybody based on like I would have to ask them, like the weather has to be right. You know what I mean? Like if you're stuck inside and it's raining and you're looking for something to do, that is an amazing movie. Like to anybody, But then if you like certain actors, you like certain kinds of stories. I would be able to pitch it to everybody because there's lots of cool shit that happens in that, figuring stuff out and characters show up and disappear. And it was really, I enjoyed it. It was great.
I like that director. So it kind of fell off my radar. I don't know. I got to look at my list of things that I haven't seen that I wrote down all this. You and Mark always recommend stuff that I just have this huge list of everything that eventually I get to and I cross off. But I don't know how I missed that. That was like one of them that I was like,
just so you know, I have a composition book that says on the front, Old Man TV Guide.
Oh, yeah.
I have to write that shit down. So before I jump on with you guys, I just look and see what I've crossed
just watched
last week or two. Yeah, exactly.
There's the list. It just the paper just fell to the ground. But
So
yeah,
I get it. Yeah.
I do the same thing. Yeah, because you guys recommend such good stuff, so I'm always like,
aw, well, yeah. I mean, that's why we do this, right?
yes.
Like you recommend some great stuff. Sagasag recommends great stuff.
That
I don't
guy's
know
got-
where
that guy
Todd
watches a lot of
Gross
stuff.
is. I don't know where Todd is today, but he recommends good stuff. I don't know. Monday's
Well-
weird for everybody. I'm just glad to talk to you. Sorry we missed
Same.
Friday.
Yeah. Well, hey, maybe if you're around on Friday, maybe we could pull it off on Friday. You let me know as the week goes on.
This Friday, yeah, hell yeah.
Yeah.
No,
You
I
know.
figured, yeah. I figured Wednesday is Randall, and Friday's us. And then and during the week, if I have an opportunity to talk to one of my buddies or do this again,
Yeah.
I like doing it. If nothing.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, if you want to jump on Friday, let me know.
Yeah, no, I will tell you right now. 4:00 on Friday.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
Awesome,
good.
man. Well,
all right, thanks everybody.
Thanks for the listeners, and we'll go watch Maul and Larry, as always. Thanks, man.
Thank you, Steve. End story. Go room.